The two highest picked maps in the pool for Nemiga are Ancient and Dust 2, and yet they've picked Train twice against PARIVISION in the ECL closed qualifiers, and they've got Dust 2 and Ancient as map 1 and map 3, or 2 and 3 you could say.
And Nemiga will have to try and get onto home territory early on in this matchup. Pistols are already live, and they have secured that bomb plant. Naitu, however, secures first blood. Sawalio with a good kill, or a good casualty, I should say, putting them on the back foot. Secondary pickup for ENCE will also come down against Khan. Xanta trying to hold down the bomb site as there's Risky Bomb on the other side of said bomb site. With two members to challenge, Xanta's going to get a kill from range of a 3-on-3. Risky Bob still looking for more of this, however, and finally miltzy can deal with his man. Lear and Xanta stand alone. Xanta now all on his lonesome. 1v3 essentially, taking out two of those players, but a point-blank Poddy can get the return. He has got the kit. I think he's just barely got enough time for this defuse as well. Indeed, ENCE will secure the pistol round.
Very tight pistol. Decent effort there from Xanta to try and isolate a couple of duels. Got close to the swing around on that final casualty when it comes out to the E-box sightline, but not to be. Now, I was kind of getting the vibe from the desk there that a lot of people are maybe sleeping on Nemiga, not thinking that they're in the best of touch, but even after the major, mate, they still placed third at the Pro League closed qualifiers. They beat OG, they beat PARIVISION, they took a map off TNL. Train was trying to get floated to the end, and Ancient got picked instead. You might not have even been able to get this decider. In towards B, you've got a lot of util to push the CT line back, and Naitu's quite happy to respect it, quite happy to play D.
Xanta and SDY go blow for blow. Can't have against the man advantage back alongside Risky Bob extending it. miltzy and Rigon get those trades, however. So this force buy just about comes together to bolster up some more cash. Sawalio, however, got 3 picks to find in the clutch. He's 17 HP to do it in one more man's fallen. miltzy pulling out his knife at point blank. Oh, they've walked right past each other, but miltzy just called the vision, so ENCE will continue on their rounds.
Oh, that was a tight one. As soon as miltzy gets the knife out, I think everyone's worried for probably about half a second there that the timing goes in favor of Sawalio. So, well, this is an excellent read. You've got miltzy that's pushed Ivy. He's backstabbing. Rigon just needs to block towards A. Now, there is an opportunity of a pincer in towards Pop Dog where Rigon won't be able to do much about it. So if it does get into that situation, it's going to be awkward. miltzy catches off Risky Bob. And now, for the Ts, you need to start accelerating. You need to start getting out with the A space as quickly as possible.
Oh, Martov's going to try and telegraph a B hit, however. miltzy set towards T-Con. They don't account for him. I would have thought that Xanta would have checked that angle, but no. miltzy with a secondary kill and a 5-on-3 is established with just over 20 seconds on the clock. And then he's trying to see if he can make his way around from the brown halls. miltzy's going to make his way out into open space. They are running out of time. I don't think the Nemiga are going to commit towards this execution. If they do, he's supremely last second. Oh, Sawalio DCing at the worst possible moment. Now we'll give ENCE a freebie third. That's a little bit unfortunate for Nemiga, but also equally well played from ENCE.
You've got good info play, and that's getting on the front foot. Whereas for ENCE, they've won 6 out of their past 7 best of 3s. So confidence is going to be very high for miltzy and co into this best of 3.
That's believing that ENCE are going in the right direction right now, and certainly the CT side of Train, there most certainly are. Kills coming in rather easy, although Risky Bob running a little bit of damage with that Deagle. 3 kills out of T-Con, so even in spite of all the confidence that ENCE seemed like they had, it becomes very expensive in that round. I have to wonder how that will rattle the internals of the team and how much Zoma can impart towards the squad. He's not as familiar with the tactics and the chemistry that's boxes. Xanta will still strike first once again, alongside Lear's trade of Naitu. Will open up a 4-on-3 to that B bomb site. ENCE may be losing their first round of this map up, although SDY has other machinations. Khan will fall. Bringing it back to an even stance. Rigon's going to get suppressed, and Lear also drops to SDY. He is winning fight after fight. Risky Bob going to try and push in towards miltzy, but miltzy is sharp as his teammate. And Sawalio is all alone, out on A, bomb dropped on B. This is a 5th for ENCE.
And we were talking about it yesterday with how James taking over the in-game leadership and his individual form hasn't dropped. I think you can say the exact same thing for SDY. He's still trying. It doesn't matter now that he's calling. And just compare the pair. You had a Glaive in-game leader that was putting up red ratings in almost every single map versus SDY that's called at a very high level with Monty in the past, and he can just frag out. Individually, he's still got it. He's a tier 1 player playing in a tier 2 squad.
They are trying to set up for this B hit. miltzy and Naitu on defensive this time. miltzy's done well. Naitu struck first, however. Xanta falling. Swallow does get that trade to them. They're going long range around the outside of the bomb site. SDY does get 2 kills as Miltsy provides distraction. Bomb doesn't get picked up. It's actually been dropped out in the open. 12 seconds though. Poddy going to get pressured by 2 fast-moving players. Going to go for the plant here, Nemiga. And actually they go for the kill instead. Swallow extends to steal the first round for Nemiga.
You knew that was only going to happen. It was only going to take a matter of time. We've had some very competitive rounds between the 2 squads, but it's been ENCE that have just been able to bridge themselves in front. Now we get a light and deco. SDY looked quite strong on the rotation out from Connector, but with the flashes and Swalio's press, they get up close and personal, and then instantly we see a bit of individual impact coming through from the new man.
As you're seeing, pushes coming in from Rigon actually towards T-Con, so they're going to start to get the information back. Second and third player rotating to the B defensive. They're ready to receive. And they're going to have to act quick and act well. This backstab might not pose into the later portions of the round, but as long as Night2 and Co hold on, that shouldn't be an issue. He will go down by taking Swalio with him. Maintains a 4-on-4. That bomb not quite denied as Risky Bob gets that advantage in. The backstab's being watched from Lear's part, but his back is turned towards Rigon's entry path. 3-on-3 to the Swissman's kill. Risky Bob's back turn does turn back towards Rigon. Milton trying to hunt him down. Right underneath him is one more player of Xanta who can get his responsive. Low HP, Khan is high, and Poddy needs to get a 1v2 here to clutch the round for ENCE. Gets the first, does see the second. No smoke, no kit for the defuse. We'll tap it anyway. See that pistol player coming out, and Khan acts a little bit too quick, so the round should be going the way of ENCE.
Well, it's a good clutch coming through from Poddy, but I'm not sure how I want to judge that round, Jay.
Another Ivy push to gather information from 2 players this time. Rigon goes down on the A-side defensive. Xanta making a double kill happen as Milty makes his move up. Risky Bob's going to hear it. Night2 getting a trade back on the site defensive. Meanwhile, Milty turns it into a 3v3 and takes very little damage for his trouble. Wrapping all the way towards spawn. The bomb will go down on A. The CTs are very scattered here. They're trying to set up more utility to get involved in a retake. But Swalio is so ready for Milty. Better hard check this corner. And he doesn't.
Yeah, we always know when we're setting up big flanks on the CT side, you've got to be blocking. You've got to be slowing down the clock. And unfortunately for the A players, they just struggled. Xanta just gets a double entry out A and basically crumbles the round. If there's a little bit of time stalling, maybe some back and forth trades, I think Milty wins that round just off of the flank alone.
Is not ready for the massive stack of players. Skill credited on Milty's part. Rigon's going to grab that AK with the helmet in mind. Start to back off to a much more passive angle of engagement. ENCE also put the smoke down at Pop Dog, and that's to press his 2 players.
Got the flank coming through from Night2, but if he gets caught, the round's finished.
He does get caught. Khan takes him down. 4-on-4 has been established. ENCE is still trying to find alternative angles of play. Milty at the E-box is ready for a close quarters combat engagement. 2 smokes getting set in towards Zed and towards main. Molotovs push Milty out slightly. Flashbang catches him right in the face. Still gets Lear. Khan's up. Not in the best position. The bomb carrier moving up close, and Rigon's going to get him. Risky Bob with the trade back and doubles up to try and bail out his team. But Poddy's Deagle is on a surge, and SDY is on a flank. Risky Bob going to put that bomb down. The Deagle stands right towards Khan's head, and he gets him. Poddy, all-important shot. Risky Bob is all that's left, known as well. HE'd to half HP. Further nades coming in, and Poddy has saved his team. ENCE with a massive counter steal.
Is such a more competitive match than what the score is telling us.
Fast out into the A bomb site, and they're going to try and utilize that to their effect. Their benefit. Those fights going well up until Night2's taking down Risky Bob to a 4-on-4. We are. HE landed as well towards T-Con, so Risky Bob was low already. Swalio's going to remain low. The flank involved from Milty's very awkward on the spray. Night2's there to bail him out, though. Get that man advantage for ENCE now, who start closing in on the retake.
Yeah, SDY is clearing up a lot of space, and Lear, Swalio, and Xanta have got no util in the post.
Flashbang forward, Swalio's unaffected. Both him and Lear get those kills. HE's coming in, will do some damage as Milty's going to get Swalio. We're back to a 2v2. Orpa's close, Xanta's seen. Deagle's pulled out, close quarters against Lear. 10 seconds, Poddy's got the kit. He's going to tap it once, force Xanta into a fight, but Xanta's called his bluff. And that will be Nemiga's third. dead.
Oh my goodness. What is going on in that round? Well, what we can say is that they got beaten by pace. That was pure acceleration out to the A bomb side.
Well, it's getting all the information and getting ENCE into rotating positions quickly onto that B bomb site. Obviously, they had that 4-man stack previously, and they still had to struggle. And this time, they're much more closer to the bomb site, much more active on this defensive, and PARIVISION in particular is ready and waiting to receive. Xanta's going to get picked up, Rigon's going to get dealt with on the return. Naitu with 2 frags to keep the man advantage and extend it. Poddy might be pressured, but he's got plenty of teammates around him. That backstab's closing in, and Naitu can deal with Lear as SDY deals with Khan. And there's another response from ENCE, back and forth. We have gone for the last, like, 5 rounds or so. To a 9-3 half. They can just secure one more good round out of it. And Poddy and Miltsy will strike well to deal with them. The Eagles, all they can really afford here on Nemiga. And the economy advantage at several points. That AK does get picked up by Sawalio, though. They've got a lot of map control, and man advantage, all sorts favouring ENCE here.
Nemiga have just got nothing in round 12, do they? You're in a 3v4 where you don't even know if T-Con's being retaken. Lear's got to try and clear out the brown holes. You've got Naitu on the off angle watching the cross towards Pop. A Deagle versus an M4 at this sort of range. Easy kill for Naitu. This is going to be a 9-3 half. From a scoreline point of view, this is an excellent showing from ENCE.
Indeed it is. 9-3, 6 rounds to the good, and going into the T side where I've seen several teams collapse at certain points, but
resetting the other economy, though, they were the ones getting reset instead.
Another example where things could have gone a little bit better for them. CT side Star sees the pistol rush coming in from the ENCE side. Khan, Xanta, and Lear deal with them effectively. A little bit more like it for Nemiga in the half switch. Pistol should be going their way, minus a miracle clutch from SDY. 1v4 with 44 points of health. And bomb's been dropped there towards the bomb side. He managed to sneak his way beyond the bomb train. Risky Bob won't know about that, but SDY can't quite get the kill for it. So we'll get run down. Nemiga will take an all-important pistol.
I played about 300 maps on HLTV with Ruby, but still quite fresh into that top-end level of Tier 2. Risky Bob, flash around the corner. No one playing anti-flash. It's an easy couple of kills, and he at least sees the third player at Poddy.
Poddy will get that trade together, and Nemiga have a man advantage, and Poddy's also been tagged low. ENCE stalled out on the execution. Poddy going to bring that bomb back and regroup with his teammates, pack and move into that B bomb site. Xanta is holding the defensive line. He will be joined by Sawalio when time permits it. Walk out of heaven. The man's going to be very, very close to contact. Xanta sees a shoulder, gets a dink off on SDY, but SDY gets the kill.
Now, SDY is waiting to cut this rotation out for Connector. He needs to strike, and he needs to strike quickly.
Saw one man out of T-Con. Bomb's going to get passed off to Naitu, who will look to put it down. Smoke involved to get a bit of extra cover for Sawalio into an awkward peek forward. Nemiga are going to wait to group up, however, and the highest speed player just went down. Sawalio, a very massive frag for this round. The Orpa Khan also chimes in, and Poddy, I think he knows that this round is a lost. Out position, no util. No way he can peek forward. All the entry paths are covered. So Nemiga will take 6.
We saw deep lurks coming through from ENCE in their first half, whereas from Nemiga, it might be more of those flash plays where you're actually making noise making that info.
Quick out for Lear. Poddy does get that opening, but Risky Bob fast on the trade. Just one man to charge out on the suicide dive.
So you'd expect that the defensive is going to be a lot stronger, even if they give the respect to the plant towards the T's.
Lash forward, Xanta burst fire, doing his damage. Naitu is going to get caught for it. Player up now for the Nemiga side. Bomb plant is going to get secured though, so at the very least, ENCE will have a bolster buy going into the next. We're going to have enough cash regardless. Now this provides extra options to the Risky Bob. Challenging Rigon. Melting gets the kill on Xanta. Takes a lot of damage in return. SDY needs to get close to that bomb site because his teammates packed and grouped. Risky Bob's going to try and punish them for it. Can't turn on the third player, so a little bit of expense to apply towards the CT side. Smoke on the bomb. Both comes out, missing on one. SDY gets one of those kills. Secondary player gets forced off the bomb. Oh, Khan, low HP, and SDY's going to knife pulled out. 10 seconds to the stick, and Khan, he can't find the bomb. I don't know if he's actually got the round right here. Is he on the defuse in time? No way, SDY has just missed out being the hero. Nemiga took serious casualties in that one. ENCE are ready to move on to that beast from bomb site very quickly, though.
No lurk at all. All 5 players are out here towards the brown halls, and Xanta's using his smoke to protect himself.
In with the flames, swing onto 2, taken both, double kill. Poddy trades it, Lear held back behind orange, and players are quickly on their way back in. Bomb now on site, will to get planted. Look at Naitu's extension, he can find 2 players here. The Orpa, I think he's watching the angle, no he's not. Expecting an aggression play, kill found, Naitu doubles up, can't get the triple though. It's all on Poddy now, 12 kills deep, and hiding inside the smoke. Sawalio doesn't have a clue about it. Poddy, where does he move to? Bomb planted down default. Poddy's searching, doesn't have the info, and in the end, Risky Bob will extend out far enough to catch him on the flank. Nemiga's patience pays off, and they are almost all the way back now. 1 more to go to equalize. Feels like ENCE are receiving the same kind of treatment that Nemiga did. Close rounds, but not going your way. Sawalio catching SDY out on the A bomb side first up. Rigon barely getting missed out the edge of that smoke there. The kill from the CT return does allow access to that B bomb site. And look at Naitu charging right up, looking to challenge Sawalio. Close quarters outside of T-Con. Kill found against him. 3-on-3 is gained.
Double flanking from the brown halls and coming in quickly. Poddy's the only one that's keeping eyes towards this area.
Time to take in. Lear moving up, and Poddy just about escapes with that kill. Risky Bob now up in heaven. Poddy's going to be exposed. Good tap towards the head of the man. Both T-side players are out positioned here. Risky Bob with a secondary pick. Smoke looking to go down towards the bomb as soon as he finds it. And now Naitu needs to go for the swing. It's a whole 5-second stick, and Khan's going to have him locked out. Nemiga, perfect positioning in these rounds. They are coming out on top almost every single time.
This has been good composure from Lear as a caller to not buckle under the pressure of being down 3-9. I think sometimes when you get into scores like that, you start making gambles, you start thinking of how desperate we are for rounds. Hasn't felt like they've played to that degree on the CT side. They've kept it really tight.
They're going to push into brown halls as well from the likes of Xanta. They're going to have all the information back. In fact, these pop dog players could get flanked. Engagers could get found, and indeed Xanta's going to pick up SDY. Naitu is in that corner to trade him, but his teammates have fallen in the meantime at T-Con, so he's the last man left. Nemiga just having full confidence and full control. The way things are going at the moment. Fast out for the pistols, trying to go for the pistol style tactic again. They will get Xanta for it. Sawalio finds the lurker of Rigon. Man advantage maintained by Nemiga. Bomb plant to be secured. Picked up an M4 for Milty. Mac 10's on the other 2. Poddy's low. Naitu's tagged. All players are tagged, in fact. And Nemiga setting up for the retake.
Well, they need to keep fighting on this post plant. They need to cut rotations, and that's why they're trying to press in towards CT.
Flash forward. Mac 10 corner. Jump face. Naitu gets both those kills. Big moment. Orpa pressured by 2 individuals. Trying to fire quickly, but cannot get the kills. Risky Bob also caught at close range by Poddy. And finally, ENCE have broken the curse. Damage done early towards Risky Bob. And Lear as well, taking a little bit of the utility. He's going to extend all the way up towards Pop Dog. Naitu, you ready for this? SDY certainly is. Molotov sends him forward. Lear's going to get caught dead to rights. Trying to extend a bit too fast, trying to get a little bit too greedy. Xanta's going to back off, though. He knows what to do. Khan next up, out towards Ivy, missing his bullet, missing his connection against Milty.
Well, it tells you how important the anti-rush util was from the T-side perspective. That one molly that landed just on the outskirts of Pop Dog, it forces Lear's HP damage to be quite low before he can even start extending, before he can even start taking that deep map control. This is an awkward round for Nemiga because money in the reserve is light. You're down by 1, you've got a low HP Risky Bob. Desperation is kicking in. They're taking T-Con. Got Sawalio holding Ivy, and Rigon catches Khan. This could start turning into a few rounds in a row now for ENCE.
It took ENCE losing their lead to find their composure again. Nemiga. Kill for Sawalio. Doubles up as well. Opportunities open up as a triple is fed in by Poddy. Center of bomb site held, Xander's on support, and he gets his kill on Naitu. Rigon falls apart, Sawalio with a quadra as ENCE completely capitulates.
Well, they've just full trolled, haven't they? Oh, goodness. Not only are you just struggling for any round of the second half, but you have a 5v3, and then you don't get a single kill from that point onwards. Individual duels out from Ivy, and, well, no one has been able to refrag the likes of Sawalio.
Smokes up. Molly sent in. Orp will connect. Naitu goes down for Khan's 10th kill of the game. SDY caught the back. That's the bomb being dropped once again. ENCE could not have their heads on a swivel. Rigon gets one pick out of it, but nobody else gets jack. And the Nemiga are on map point. ENCE going to back away from Brown Halls. Khan still ready to receive. Orp stands by. Open the windows, but Khan gets the slightest crack angle on Miltsy. Looking forward to V-Box. Risky Bob gets involved. And ENCE are falling to pieces. 1v5 for SDY. Mac 10 out of T-Con. And it's 13-10 for Nemiga from a 3-9 deficit. A hell of a comeback to take their map pick of Train.
Very true, but SDY and ENCE have got to realise that our T-sides need to be a hell of a lot better. The only T-side round they gained out there on the last map wasn't even a gun round. Go into Dust 2 and you're starting on the T-side immediately. Now, Khan's got himself a lurk smoke that he can work with and throw down in front.
Pistols going live to see whether those T-sides of Dust 2 can be a little bit better. Khan swings forward. Poddy is already struck against the man, so no such opening luck for Nemiga. Xanta tries to even get two trades out of ramp, and indeed he does. Rigon and Miltsy, the victims. Poddy trades back on Lear. Xanta around the bomb site. Poddy can deal with him the same, and Risky Bob goes down to Naitu at long. 1v3 for Sawalio.
Unfortunately, Khan mucks up his little smoke, doesn't he? He is holding it underhand. He gets caught because they're so far up long, and it goes way too deep. You can't even use it at that point. Sawalio in a 1v3 with players all around, and SDY is in a very cheeky position in which it doesn't get cleared, so it's a fairly easy pistol.
Of course, the pistol went for 5 rounds in a row over on the start of Train. And they're going to force back in, going to try and make these rounds as close as they did during that opening half. Remember, even though it was a 9-3 half, they were very heavily casualtied out on the end side.
When you've got a map like a Dust 2, which is the highest picked map in the pool for both of these organizations, you know that it should be a bit of a battle. It shouldn't be a blowout. I know the previous head-to-head had a 13-2 on Dust 2, but when I look at that a bit deeper, individually, everyone just didn't perform. You had Lear dropping 7 kills, Zway on 7, Xanta on 7, Risky Bob on 6, Khan went 12 and 12. So that one doesn't tell us a lot. What does tell us a lot is out here towards long, Poddy just about lines up a couple where Khan gets the trade.
Khan just catches him on the X here with a scout shot that maintains a 2v3, but still favourable to ENCE. Kind of surprised that no one was watching that that corner, right? No one was expecting a dry face in for Nemiga, so SDY dead in an instant. Now B-side will look to be taken, and only Risky Bob there to defend it, 5-7 in hand. Check this corner. He knows that he's won, at least not quite. Naitu gets his head taken clean off by a tap from Risky Bob. The scout now in position, trying to catch the cross of Rigon, but he misses his bullets. The bomb can get planted here. Does catch Rigon in the end, so 1v1 now for the clutch. The post-plant, Miltsy, not quite been seen. Khan taps the bomb, giving Miltsy a chance to get the kill together. 4 casualties taken for ENCE, which is rather impressive considering that the average is about 3% one direction or the other. Identified stats reason as to why ENCE lost that map up, and maybe that is the reason right there. Khan finding Poddy to kick things off into round 4, the opening rifle kill for the AWP. Seconds on the clock for the hit to come through. Needs to be with no CT smoke, or at least one did come out towards the other side of the map. Miltsy does get the opening kill towards the B site execution, and Risky Bob can trade. Rigon responds back towards that man, and Naitu's AWP can pick up Xanta from range. The bomb safely makes his way into the bomb site. 2v3 for Khan and Lear. I don't know if they have the info on Rigon and Naitu's HP. Either way, down by a man. They don't want to take the risk. Save their weapons into the next. ENCE are going to continue to find the early map win streaks. 4 on the trot for the T side. May well also lose the expectation or the goal of qualification if they cannot get a handle on the series. They are down a map, of course. Facing the double AWPs of the execution. A site is the target. Rigon will charge forward with SDY. The bomb's on the back of the captain. Lear trying to play around the smokes. Can he deny? Not quite. Jump face attempts to do so, but those bullets spray all over the place. None of them connect. Khan's now low. It's a 5-on-5 retake.
Xanta needs to get a good flash from a teammate out from spawn. That's when he can swing wide on these players up on the bomb site.
He's going right. His teammate takes the mantle of Ram. Lear does get a kill. Risky Bob strikes also on towards Miltsy. M4 up close. SDY gets traded. Rig on a potty. Trying back to a 2 versus 2. 2 very quick kills on the AK and the AWP. Time is starting to run short on Nemiga now. They have Dominion over the bomb site. I think that bomb's quite short though. AWP standing for potty and lands a headshot on Khan. A small pixel of an angle taken. Now the AK can close in the pincers against the last player. Risky Bob, no idea of how much in danger he is. ENCE.
And it's the time stalling and Poddy's AWP out towards short that defines that round. 6-0. This is an excellent beginning from ENCE.
Much like it was on Train. We saw how Train ended. Sawalio! What the hell? 5-7 headshots lined up and knocked down in an instant. This is a half-bought round. Rifles available for CTs to pick up. And the bomb was dropped in that exchange in a matter of moments. The newest addition to Nemiga changes the whole narrative.
Well, they deserve to lose that round. What are they doing? They know they're up against a weakened buy and they're running through a re-smoke. That is so unnecessary. All they need to do there is instantly cancel. Now, if that smoke doesn't go down, I don't mind it. I don't mind the scale out, the aggro play, you're packing and grouping. But going through a re-smoke like that, it's just danger. And for Sawalio, this is now 2 massive rounds that we've seen from him, both on map 1 and on map 2, where he has shown individual ability that has just changed the complexion of a round.
Potty and Miltsy get a couple kills out long to just make it a little bit more expensive for Nemiga. The HP is so low on Sawalio and Khan here. But surely, with a 3-on-2, there's no way they really get this to recover, right? Like,
well, you look for exits at a bare minimum. You've got so much money on this T side, you might as well attempt it.
Potty's flashing Miltsy in. Half HP for himself, secondary flashbang. How many are blinded? Not enough. Khan lands a scout shot. And now Potty goes in for the save. What a round for Nemiga. What a round for Sawalio to open up on their board for Dust 2. An angle of attack, an angle of workability just isn't coming their way.
Well, I love the setup of what Nemiga have got. They've got a double AWP as an anchor out on B, and they've taken all of Longhouse space. An easy pick from Risky Bob. This is almost a CS2 buy, isn't it? Double AWPs and rifles. We don't see it that frequently in CS2.
If I recall correctly, Khan and Risky Bob did have a number of double AWP moments throughout the last year or so, back when they had Flammus in the roster. Lear striking on Regon next with the AK in his hands. Double up, not quite secured. SDY and Polly actually chime back in return. 3-on-3. Now Risky Bob's all alone towards his B bomb site. This is where the AWP's going to get really tested. 3-50 drawn out. Get at least 1 kill before you fall. And indeed he does. Bomb should get picked up and planted. 2v2. SDY and Polly both with AWPs. Xanta and Khan both with AKs.
Polly's got another re-smoke to get out towards the doors, but he's getting fought into a corner now.
Puts that smoke down a little bit late. Khan and Xanta combine real quick to mop up the last 2 players, and ENCE will concede their second. They'll slowly bringing in the double AWP setup. This time Risky Bob goes down extremely early. Potty straight kill in from mid-door. Xanta flash blinded and dead to the hands of Naitu, who smoked off that Molotov and will just push forward of it. The second wave of the execution available for the ENCE side. Khan is going to have to lead them into the kill count. He is 6 deep in these 9 rounds. Molotov on Lear. Can't get extinguished, and Potty wins the AWP v AWP fight again. Rigon follows up. Sawalio, ace clutch required, and Potty domes him from range. Excellent stuff from the T side. AWP, a triple in the round, and actually 13 frags deep so far. He's having an excellent game. Advantage ENCE now. Miltsy. The fight. Khan gets the opening on Potty instead, winning the AWP v AWP battle this time. Following up on Miltsy with a reposition, a triple on the AWP. As ENCE crumble at the feet of Nemiga this time in very, very confident fashion. This should be a 3rd round for them. Naitu and Rigon are a hell of a task to try to bail themselves out, and up close the bomb is going to fall to Risky Bob's SMG. Rigon, no chance.
Nice to see Khan on point. I think map number 1 was a disappointment from an AWPing perspective. He reminds me a lot of Nikodos, in which Khan's a really good rifler. And for Nemiga, it's a response where you can see the reset, can't you? It's not here in round 11, but it could be in round 12, because the buy's going to look awful for ENCE.
Even now, they've still got Galileo on one player. First man out's going to try and hunt down the pit individual. Lear, however, uses that bait to get 2 kills out of it. Rigon and SDY to drop. And ENCE have to back away entirely. Another round when Nemiga just open extremely confidently and found that flag rather well in recent years. And obviously, the captain being that central focal point. Point himself there by Xanta. Khan's going to catch him. Xanta leans right through that smoke and doubles up. Oh man, some of the chemistry moments you see from Nemiga just look so unbelievably good. 7-5 seems like the way it's going to turn out with a broken buy investment. You mentioned the reset. Tech 9s and a scout. That's all they've got.
Been a good challenge. Been a good fight back here for Nemiga. And we're getting a bit more pace than what we usually see from ENCE. Trying to take short quicker. Now on contact, they should explode.
Orp lands a leg. Tech 9 runs him down. Rigon opening up the round here. You've still got players from range and AKs across the entire CT board. Mills is going to get picked up, but Rigon from range is doing extremely good work on Xanta. Lear finally trades in. There's a scout in play for Poddy. Those rifles were dropped in unrecoverable positions, so ENCE have got to do this the hard way.
A slight unnecessary duel there from Rigon. Could have played the man up and hang back. Good flash assist to get him forward towards short, but SDY's playing anti.
Smokes on, flashes over. SDY fights, but cannot hit a shot. Lear kills him off. All 3 coming inbound from short. Poddy's just waiting. Naitu has recovered, and Orp actually is extended out towards long. The gap being generated, an opportunity opens up. Scout shot rings in. Naitu connects a kill. Can he get any more out of it? 6 seconds. Time is running short. Naitu goes down, but they are way too late to this. Nemiga, they will get the kill, but there's not enough time on the clock, and it will be end with an 8-4 opening half. The smokes will suppress CT, leaving it just up to SDY and Miltsy on the defensive. That long player will make his way in quick. They'll drop down towards CT. Poddy trying to push through that smoke. It might be risky, but it works out for him with Miltsy's support. Khan does get SDY, and Risky Bob gets Rigon bad. And he's trading very well with 3-on-2. Can they get this player along? That might be all they need to get a bomb plant, and indeed they do. Naitu is at a 1v3 on the pistol.
I don't know, context is going to be important because it was quite a chaotic round where players are close by one another. But that's another 5v3, Jay. That's another heavy man advantage round from ENCE that they're not closing. And that's concerning moving forward in the series. Those 5v3 rounds only get won every once in a while. So to see it happening on map 1 and now again on map 2, oh, that's frustrating if you're Naitu, but it's such a free kill if you're Risky Bob.
Scout of SDY landing tags, but no kills just yet for him. Lear and Xanta taking the brunt of that damage. SDY finally finishes off Lear, drops that bomb. Galil Sawalio can't get a kill back towards the close range bomb site. Miltsy will fall. Now allows the bomb to get planted.
Rigon needs to strike, and he's got himself a first, but the trade is instant from the Ts. Really good trades here for the T side of Nemiga.
Maintaining and gaining that man advantage. Poddy just got a jumping no-scope against Xanta. He's hoping for another, but Kelly, you are not. You've got the same weapons as the last round. They treat this one as a bonus.
Walio's got good long spawn in with Risky Bob, so they're going to go aggressive with the flashes to try and take that first contact.
Good opening kills from Rigon, but SDY's traded in from Risky Bob. Risky Bob's Orp is the man that leads that charge out the main T-side force, though, into the tunnels. They will look to go. Naitu's playing hidden. Rigon's play centralized. Kill found on Xanta. Smoke does actually block off the doorway. Naitu also gets Khan, so they got info on both those individuals. Bomb's been dropped. The Orpa looking to sneak his way back, not been seen by Poddy. 15 seconds, and already you see that Lear's backed off at low HP. Going to try and hold on to these 2 weapons, although Risky Bob's in a very risky position. ENCE will have this round at the very least. Can they get this kill after time? It would be pretty impactful if they did. I've had their struggling moments against Nemiga in this series, but in the lead as of right now and still on home territory. A good round here will hurt the economy state of Nemiga, but Khan Not going to let them get away so easily with that one. I think actually Khan has won the more AWP v AWP battles against Poddy so far, at least in this map, potentially in the series. Starting off with an opening pick for Nemiga. ENCE been struggling to return those picks and find those trades.
SDY is blocking long and then getting aggressive towards short. They need to be able to take map control away from the T side line, and Khan is waiting for more. That AWP is pinned, holding short aggression.
No one on the B bomb side. The walkout from Nemiga will start to be received. Swalio will get 90 from outside of the site. The B doors cleaned up. SDY cleans up the mid axis, though. The bomb has been dropped as a result of that. ENCE might have lost one position, but they've gained another advantage in 45 seconds for Nemiga to try and recover it. Rigon. Incendiary is well placed. That will force Risky Bob into firing, and from beyond that smoke, he gets his headshot. Xanta's flank now received. He'll take a fight, but Miltsy will win it. Now down to the last two players out here towards the tunnels. The HGs will dish out their damage. ENCE are going to try and back off and reposition. Cut off the mid to be access. Tunnels will be unaccounted for. Are Nemiga going to swing momentum? No, they're going to continue on. Actually, no, they will go out towards short, which Miltsy will win the fight on. Swalio has been seen from mid by SDY. 15 seconds. ENCE no to play for the time. Denied the right moment. Swalio might even secure the bomb plant here, but the retake shouldn't be as likely. Miltsy just resisting. Forced the fight. Has that stalled for time? Not quite. The bomb will get planted. It's all on SDY now.
Oh, this is Swalio's chance. We've seen some big highlights from him. This is a 1v2 and he's hit with SDY coming up.
Oh!
What a shot that is from Swalio. What a best of three this has been against a top-end Tier 2 squad. We solved the 3v5 deficit on the bomb train towards Ivy.
Who's that going to be, though? Xanta. Seen by SDY. SDY's going to back off. Meanwhile, the long access coming in from the T-side execution. Xanta is going to get caught back. They do combine with Lear to take SDY, so it is a 3-on-3. Now bomb plant will be secure with a HP advantage over Miltsy.
Late lurk in from long, but being watched by Swalio.
Caught back by Rigon. Famas beating him. The AKF Khan playing inside of a smoke. Trying to find a crack angle, but Poddy comes up. Miltsy denies the shenanigans from the AWP. Tried it once, not this time though. Smokes, flashes go over. I believe that the A-site players see what's going on in the execution. Rigon's going to clear out the tunnel, but this is all completely unnecessary because SDY is involved with those two picks. Lear with a trade back. He will secure the bomb plant as a result of that. His teammate, a Risky Bob, catches Poddy extending. Short was not cleared out properly. And Miltsy now needs to deal with Xanta. Awkward spray just about comes together in the end. Second time we've seen an awkward moment from him. Risky Bob and Lear set up for the retake.
Both in awkward positions. They have no cover between them.
Fight from range does go well as Lear and Xanta can combine. Risky Bob from range. Lear doubles up. And now it's all on Rigon, who's backing away. Is he saving? I believe he must be. There's no time left. He's got no health. And these two of Risky Bob and Lear.
The taste of Tier 1, but also being pretty solid towards Tier 2.
But the difference is that the time taken away is clearly done well for Nemiga. As Rigon strikes Swalio, he has other answers to that question. Swalio did do a lot of damage towards Rigon at least, so 4 HP leaves him in not the best of positions. Man advantage for ENCE may well be enough here. Miltsy, awkward fight against Xanta. Xanta, similar story though, neither player does damage. T-side player forced to back away now. Flanks are inbound as Rigon taking his chance to push in towards the tunnels. May well find an angle of attack towards that player with the bomb on his back. That's Khan or Xanta. Look at that position. Utility seen. Spray goes well. Headshot taken. Rigon's going to back away. Meanwhile, Risky Bob pushing up towards the bomb site. He's going to get dealt with by Naitu. Lear's fully blinded by the flashbang of Poddy. SDY capitalizes and Khan is caught off by Miltsy. All 5 alive for ENCE.
This is a position for Nemiga where the buy state is awful. You're going into the bomb site up against 2 riflers, and 2 riflers that still got a smoke between them.
SDY trying to push the smoke. Nigel does get dinged down. SDY gets his 2 kills in. Lear can overwhelm. Low HP on the bomb site, but a secondary place to that boost. And actually, they do manage to get those kills in the center of the bomb site. Rigon holds on to Swalio, but is also tagged low. AKs have been recovered by Khan and Lear. They can't connect those blind kills, though. Flashbangs forward. Miltsy now on site. Fight goes well for Lear. I'm surprised they mostly didn't get much out of that. Rigon trades him back, and Khan is last man standing as he picks up Poddy. Burst fire. Rigon Low HP in the exchange, needs the headshot perfect, and he gets it. From bottom performer of the last map up to doing extremely well for ENCE in general. They take Dust 2 at 13-9, and they send us to Ancients. Another good, confident half like that from ENCE, another good start like that from the international team, may well lead towards their series victory now. Smoke set to the pistol round, the B-side execution as our final map begins with Nemiga on the T-side start. Khan leads his teammate into the site, and the bomb plant should well be secured here. Milty's been tagged low, Poddy's been pushed away. Rigon will go falling alongside Poddy. We will get one kill out of the exchange out towards this cave entrance. The advantage sits on Nemiga.
Resmoking util will block off the cave position and might drive a few of those T-side players into lane and down towards bottom ramp instead.
Flashing in, Milty, first man up, 1 HP again, but Lear's not looking the right way. Kill gets found quick, headshot required of the second player. Xanta gets both of his forward contact and the defusing man. Both players now known about towards Night 2, but he is exposed, and Xanta picks his shots perfectly to land triple headshots and a pistol win for the Mega. Xanta took a quick pop shot but didn't connect. Meanwhile, Risky Bob, I'm surprised he didn't get overwhelmed there. But the first man, SDY, does trade him. He caught switching away from his weapon, 4-on-4. Now the Ts will try and enter into A. Of course, they heard all those footsteps in a donut. Only man on that site was those main players. And the core 3 individuals will start the rotation set for the retake of 4v4.
Flash is very good, but Lear is somehow not being dropped. How is the player out in Temple not going to kill yet?
Blind sprays will work well down the damage. Rigon finally gets one of those men, but Milty goes falling in trade. Poddy and Rigon combine. Xanta alone, flanked out by SDY, and ENCE eventually come together. You're right about the initial awkwardness of that retake, but they do hold their confidence. Might have been a bad move for his career overall. Here on ENCE, the beginning to thrive. You saw the odds of Thunderpick a moment ago. Have ENCE as series favourites once again. Pressed by their Dust 2. And like in the start of this Ancient, Night 2 has started off in this round well by finding Khan aggressive in at A main. We'll smoke off that entrance, as will Rigon over at Cave. And boost towards B, not seeing anything, but ENCE, the Mega has slowed things down and started to go passive.
Every time Night 2 tried to get on the front foot, whether it was brown holes on B when it came to train or upper tunnels on B on Dust 2, felt like he was just always getting caught. Every time he made that further extension, he wasn't getting a kill. The one time that he does it on Ancient, not only does it warrant an opener, but he also doesn't fall. Now he's still jiggling, so if there's contact against Risky Bob, he'll see the bomb. Xanta's been able to get a B pick though, that's Poddy.
And SDY seeing that player ahead of Red. Two then going to move up. Rigon's going to get caught. SDY is seen with the flashbang in support now. Enter down on the man advantage. Milty's getting pressured meanwhile from the B bomb site. He's at the other side of the pillar. Here in those footsteps, but they're inbound. Xanta pops out long range. Night 2 gets a kill. Milty does very well to hold on, doing damage on the Risky Bob the same. He plants safe, and Lear peeks on at SDY. Night 2's got 4 points of health to win this clutch.
There should be no chance whatsoever, unless you get a good timing against Lear, but this is an impossible 1v2.
It's on that smoke. Moving up, Lear. Don't see him. Night 2, no utility either. Oh, he's just caught an angle though. Last man standing, tapped that bomb, holds it all the way, and Risky Bob just peeks for the kill. And we've had some awkward moments across this series, but that one was as solid as you could ask for. Body, HE'd, AWP shot missing. SDY on the other side of mid. Can't really do much to support him. The smokes are in the way. The Molotovs are going to try and drive him out. Night 2 gets Risky Bob. That Molotov landed inside that smoke. Sawalio's just barely ahead of it in position of vision. Poddy going to get that casualty. And now the Shelf players try and strike. Rigon involved, but Khan and Lear have got those trades. Khan will not last. And Lear is alone in the 1 versus 3. Can get one pick back. Night 2 returns the favor. And ENCE continue to respond. And the fact he kept all that distraction. No one could really deal with the incoming elements of ENCE. Nemiga. Ooh, a nice nade landing onto them. Good shot from Lear though. That will send them fully in towards the B bomb site. Secondary pick back against Milson, not quite as plausible. They get some things back. Rigon, close quarters of the double, doesn't quite land a triple. So for Nemiga, at least you get the casualty damage. 3 players worth of investment. 4 players worth of investment. Hang on a sec. Is the round now on for him? Bomb plant will be secured as well. So you've got quite a lot out of this round already. And the AWP of Poddy. Better be ready for the scope, and he lands it just barely. 13 points of health in it. The round does go the way of ENCE. Once again, Nemiga losing some of these engages, losing some of these rounds, much like it was on Train in the first half. Danta finding SDY to start. The Khan is returned by Miltsy, who is really holding up the B bomb site in the best possible fashion you can do as a solo player. 4-on-4. Orp now pressured in from red. Poddy's going to fall all the way back towards spawn. To draw the attention of Miltsy back into that red room access. Rigon's going to go passive on B. Actions of Nemiga forcing out some changes in the ENCE line. But no execution just yet. They're still very spread out.
Sawalio's been working a lot of these mid lurks, but he's been unsuccessful with a lot of kills. He's only 1 and 5, 1 and 6. Like, he's struggling to be able to generate anything. And this timing is really weird because Risky Bob is going to be able to come out A freely, and the bomb can kind of cross back in. He even checks that. That's what's so insane about it.
Poddy's completely tunnel vision. The flashbang almost saved him. Risky Bob checks it in the end. Poddy barely alive. I have no idea how none of those bullets hit as a stray. Sawalio takes Miltsy out towards the CT entrance, and now ENCE throwing the towel. Nemiga, wild round there from them, but they do come out on top.
Just love CS for moments like that, Jay. Because let's just play a fantasy. Risky Bob's cleared A main. He comes out on the bomb site. He sees it's completely clear.
And the weapons held over will give them a much better buy than what they would have had otherwise, so the SMG from Martin look quite as weakened by comparison. Nice HEs again on the T side coming out of elbow. ENCE to springboard that into an opening kill. Instead, Xanta strikes from bottom mid, taking out Naitu at red. B site being pressured by utility. SDY forced to use a smoke there to protect himself. He takes quite a bit of damage though.
They've done very well to the start of this round for Nemiga. Not only have they got an opening casualty, but they've taken all of Cave, and they've still got a lurk holding mid. Miltsy and SDY. SDY just can't evade any of the spam or util at the moment.
Miltsy's pressing. Flashbang forward. Sawalio just got spotted. Second player engaged upon. He gets that first kill in. Struggles to get them, however, and does have to fall away for the second man. Centralized to the bomb site, and Lear is close. HP advantage over Miltsy. 18 points of health, the lowest in the server at the moment.
It's very slow because they're trying to set up a crossfire. Now, there's movability to get this bomb towards Shelf and into Donut, but because Poddy is holding Shelf with the NWP, they can keep 3 towards B, so they can stack heavy on this crossfire.
Miltsy's in a one-and-done position, doesn't get the kill. Now Nemiga have access to the B bomb site. Plant will be secured. SDY can't find an angle to strike. Xanta on that sweet spot where neither entryway can deal with you. Smoke involved, but he still shoots through it to get SDY. Got Rigon trying to engage, but nothing's found. Poddy's out of there to save the AWP. And this has been a much better battle back and forth between the two sides. Streaky at times for ENCE, but Nemiga connect their first 2 in a row.
What's really impressed me is the B site hits just off of composure for Nemiga. They've kept it really simple. Every single site hit has good layers of util. They're not going into the bomb site straight away. They're not panicking.
Nemiga getting quick into this A bomb site. No one's in the defensive for ENCE. They're going to try to flash their way back in from Donut. Do well for Naitu. Second kill, not so much. Sawalio trading in 4v4 already. The site's been taken. Rigon searching near the extremities of the bomb site. That HE will try and open up the smoke, but the bomb plant's going down without resistance. Lear takes damage, Rigon goes down.
And now it should just be a save. SDY is wary about a flank that can come from elbow. The players at CT aren't generating anything. Great spam from Lear towards Rigon, the defining kill of the round in Donut.
He's ready for SDY to be close to the edge of that smoke. Flashbang forward. Checks it. Blind sprays. SDY gets 2 kills. 3 kills found. Last second retake comes together for ENCE. High risk, high reward. They have 6.
It just didn't look like they were going for it at all. And I think it's something that we see a lot more in Tier 2 than at Tier 1, is those last-minute retakes. At Tier 1, everything's about playing the percentage Counter-Strike, all about the risk versus the reward.
One more round to make it a clean sweep of opening halves. 9-3 advantage in the first map, 7-5 in the second. I'm looking for 7-5 here and now as well. SDY getting Xanta will kick things off on the right foot, but there's so many T-side players around. Shelf and Elbow will combine against him. Rig on a night 2. Body and Miltsy. 2 versus 4. Nemiga. He's trying to flank. 2 to line up. Only gets the 1 kill. That could have been a massive moment for him. Miltsy tries, but fails to recover the situation. And all heads were turned. Struggle with second halves over the course of the day. Will this be another example? Risky Bob. First port of call with Julie set towards the donut entrance. He will get traded by Miltsy, but Swalio and Xanta get those trades together. Naitu trying to make his way in from main with his teammate right behind him. The entire donut entrance been locked out. The presence that was set there by the T side wiped out. Flashing for the Frenchman, gets one of those kills. Needs to get a second. He actually lands it as well. Bomb picked up, but Lear trades him back. It's all on SDY now, the captain of the team, to lead by example.
Such a tough clutch because you know that Lear is somewhere around mid, but you don't have an inclination of the reposition of even where Khan is. He's been able to get on a huge off angle.
In the open, was he seen there? I think he might have been. Now he has. Got a shot from SDY. Okay. Game on in round 13. And with that kill, he knows that Lear's attention is going to be drawn towards the A bomb site. Logic dictates it. B site will see the plant down. This is entirely possible.
And this is down to the 2 most experienced players on the respected sides. SDY versus Lear, the 2 in-game leaders. SDY might want to try and play this for time. Now, he's gone out towards the ramp position, but Lear has a kit. Watch out in case this is a 5-second stick.
No smoke towards it, but if SDY calls the bluff, that would be enough noise being made aplenty on the Julie set. Tap, hold, SDY checks for the head, and he clutches the 1 versus 2 for ENCE. Some die young, but not him.
It's a very good cutting position for SDY to be in, but they still need to deal with this donut individual of Risky Bob. Now, he doesn't have any util to block, as in his attention's being drawn away towards A main now.
Regon doing well to force him back, but now it's right into the slaughtering house here. Gets his 2, Poddy with a return, SDY. Nice corner angle. Here's the 3 men incoming, the last man standing on the bomb site defense. 1 frag, 2 frags, 3rd one not quite, but SDY's done his job. Sawalio's fallen on the defense and Khan distracted, low HP. Excellent, excellent round from ENCE. Playing Nemiga nearly for falls.
But the only thing that I was thinking is, I can't believe SDY doesn't have an AK there. I'm thinking about that position.
ENCE should get to 10. Nemiga need a miracle steal with Khan's M4 saved over. He might be the only man that could force out a steal, but flashed offline at his first contact in mid. Risky Bob can take Naitu back at least. Shelf presence. Not about for the CT side, and they're having a bit of a hard time dealing with it. SDY does drop alongside Poddy's damage, so maybe a bit more involved for Nemiga here.
Miltsy on the walk-up contact only has Xanta to deal with on the bomb site directly, but it is still a 5-7, but just clotheslined. And Xanta doesn't even have a chance to repause.
Bomb should go down soon. Risky Bob. Ooh, finding an angle on Poddy, does his damage, doesn't look like get the kill for it. Rigon's M4 swings, Risky Bob gets that kill, 2v2, still possible to work here for the CT side, especially as Mills is caught in the open, but Risky still goes down to the engage, I don't know how. Lear's got 2 low HP players to deal with, nowhere Miltsy is roughly. Contact swing from Poddy, distractions there, and Miltsy still strikes. What a round from him, a triple sequence. And a defensive that holds on. Nemiga getting frustrated now. Lear doesn't know what to do. They're running out of time here.
10-6 for Nemiga. They get themselves a good buy, but pace might come out towards B here.
Fast out. ENCE quick in. Mac 10s will lead the charge up against the riflers as well. Xanta holds against that first pick. Secondary man goes down as well. Poddy with the trade. Lear comes back against it. Miltsy trying to hold on for the ENCE side here, but now he's low. SDY puts the bomb down. And they're down a man, down on HP. Once again, it rests on the captain to do the majority of the work. He's leaning forward. Swalio, dry face, goes awry. Miltsy needs a miracle to make this round happen. I think they know it. Nade's going to do so much worth of damage. He's going to back all the way away from the bomb site. Flash in, taps to the head, just not coming through. The faster pace of ENCE not quite working for them this time. Nemiga are on the board for the second half. 1 round's good, a follow-up needs more. Rigon and Miltz have been tagged early. Flashbangs in against Khan. I don't think he was seen. He is now. SDY takes him. Starting advantage. And Miltz follows it up.
And now towards A. Sawalio is going to have some trouble because rotation is slow from Risky Bob. It is him to fight and are completely alone.
Tree unchecked. The second player of the season defensive. Now Naitu spotted his man. Sawalio engaging. Throwing a spanner into the works, but can't get any kills out of it. Rigon and SDY hold their nerve. ENCE at full confidence now. Haven't shown this level at all times in this series, but this is what I was talking about. That bright spark of excellence from what is a top-end Tier 2 team, replicated consistently across the map in the series. And Nemiga are well and truly on the back foot, running out of options, running out of rounds. Will face a full buy from Nemiga again. But lacking in reserve cash means that this could be the breaking point. Xanta finds Rigon though. Spray from beyond the wall.
We've got ENCE that haven't even seen what a major looks like in such a long time versus an Omega side that were taking wins versus Tier 1 teams at the very last major.
Khan and Risky Bob still showing that they've got that talent behind them though as they lock in for round 19. Should make it no more for Poddy and Co. All 5 alive for the CT side. Xanta with a triple, taking top frag in the server at the moment. The defaults of Lear trying to get ahead of the curve, trying to find an opening pick. He's tried so far. Mid-fight's coming in. SDY wins one. Sawalio trades him.
Sawalio does go down to half HP, and they've accelerated up ramp, and Xanta knows about this.
Smoke's involved towards Cave. Flashes in against them as well, just to play distraction. Bomb plant will be secured. Sawalio's on 7, Lear's on 60. A lot more damage than the majority of players on the inside here.
They've taken all of long and short. Now they've just got to be worried about Cave and ramp. And it's a difficult retake for Nemiga because of the low HP on both Sawalio and Lear down on 60.
Another spray through the wall on Xanta. Will that make a difference for a second round in a row? That will send Nemiga now into the retake. Rigon's wary about K, but they're all coming in from Rab. Xanta checks his angle, gets his kill. He's low HP. They can't find the killing blows though. Blind sprays on the defuse goes Lear. He's just picked up defuse, held back by Xanta, and there's no time left. Miltz and Naitu have held on to the very, very last moments of the round and secure match point for ENCE. Me, a similar story with a FAMAS on Risky Bob. Noise being made by the Frenchman and Naitu to draw attention away towards his A bomb site. The hit comes towards B. Xanta struggles but gets a kill and a half. Rigon so low. SDY turns his Mat 10 into a casualty. Poddy is picked up. 3-on-3. Bomb being dropped in the open as well. Rigon, he's him coming, cannot get the kill shots. He's low HP, he goes down quick. SDY from range of the Mat 10 brings it back to evens again. The AWP at range, the Mat 4 close. Mat 10 finds awkward sprays again. Naitu comes in with the swing. Kill gets found. Khan now from long range hits both the shots and keeps the Nemiga alive.
He just had that feeling that SDY was going to do it again.
Maybe giving ENCE a little bit of complacency and recklessness perhaps. It is harsh eco though, $0 of investment. Overwhelming an MP9 at the very least here. Obviously low HP, should go down quickly. The FAMAS of Lear runs out of ammo, so they're taking more presence away, but really they are just looking just to do some damage. The bomb plant would have been nice, but that will not be possible for Naitu. Dropped over at Cheetah. Backstab may well close in on a player here. Khan could get caught off guard. Tech 9's pull actually does go falling, so slight expense, not like it matters at this late stage of the game. You've got enough cash to buy back.
Now, all eyes go towards SDY, surely. If you're thinking about ENCE and you're thinking, okay, who's going to be a powerful player to make a difference, it's got to be him and him only.
22 frags deep, and first man out in mid does not get more than a single kill. Sawalio trading, so now it rests on the other players. Naitu, the next man up on the frag count. Miltz to follow him. ENCE will take the B bomb site, seeing one beyond that spray before it Flume. Xanta stabilizes his spray much better than Rigon could. Smokes down towards the long entrance as well. That bomb will look to commit. Spray from Xanta's decent, doing its damage. Naitu triangulated by his angles of Sawalio as it's starting to fall apart for ENCE. Poddy can complete his backstab at Red. Miltzy's lost control of the bomb. He's trying to counter with a further push forward on this flank. Smokes over at short and hides inside that smoke. Poddy trying to engage, but ENCE have traded places with Nemiga, who have the bomb in their domain, and they're pushing on long. Fight from Poddy goes well. Second player right around that corner is Xanta. A flashbang, yes there is, but Xanta wins the fight anyway. It's all Miltzy now. Smoke closer towards short, but they push on to the angle of long, try and trade places again. Miltzy needs to get some more time out of this. Bomb tapped. They start swinging. Incendiary, that should seal it. He's got no safe place to plant now. On the open, taps it again. Both players going for the swing. The lineup's right there. Oh, Miltzy! So close, yet so far. And Nemiga have the chops to push us to our first overtime. 22 on Dust 2, and as you say, up and down and all around roller coaster performances from an individual who needs to have impact right now for ENCE. Everyone needs to step up and bring the extra fight. Rescue Bob, good trade rig on his opening kill against Sawalio, doubles up the Naitu, SDY, Poddy, Xanta go back and forth, and Poddy has lost the bomb control and probably lost the round here. Impossible clutch, but so spread out. Might have a look at SDY and his impact in the early portions of the half and what he did to bring them up to that 12-8. Equally so, he has slowed down in the latter portions. Miltzy, another important player, picked up by Xanta to kick things off in the second of this overtime.
And now Miltzy might be getting in his own head. Had the opportunity to close in Reg. Now losing an opening pick towards Xanta. Lane is quite heavy with two individuals. You've got two scaling out from mid. And a very defensive CT line. Khan's not really fighting in red room. Spots out SDY, misses a shot. It's the in-game leader again to start at least capitalizing something on a round.
4-on-4, the trade came late, but it has come in regardless. Sawalio back turn as the walk forward from SDY couldn't be timed anymore perfectly, but this is all a ruse. Xanta sees what's happening. He's taken out Naitu, but he thinks it's a lurk play. His teammate of Lear will clear out lane, and Poddy's is ready to receive. Hits that shot. The bomb now needs to commit towards B. There's no other options for ENCE here, or are they considering a mid-wrap? Risky Bob's already ready to try and cut that rotation off. SDY will peek him, catch him with U2 in hand. Timing's perfect. The HE will finish the job. But Xanta's taken. Rigon dropped that bomb. AWP are probably looking for his man. SDY with the spray. Double up. 1v3. On for the ace, but denied by the AWPA of ENCE.
That round really had it all.
These smokes are inbound. They're going to commit.
It might still be a fake. You've got to lurk outside of the doors area of Miltzy. He can come up towards shelf. It's the player in towards lane that was Xanta that was maintaining that area of the map. But because of Miltzy getting that kill, it probably will force quite a heavy rotation from the CTs.
It's not, though. The three players remain. Only now can't stop the breakaway. The AWP scene, though. Risky Bob up a tree with 2 kills to gain. Advantage extended by a triple. As ENCE put everything behind that lurk working, and certainly Miltzy did his job, but the CTs just didn't bite as hard as ENCE wanted them to.
You come into this second half and you're down by 1. Sawalio out from elbow with a teammate of Risky Bob. Could be a pop-in from a split.
Lear down first to the T side, but SDY fell just shortly beforehand to Sawalio's engagement. Kill found. 4v4 and low HP for ENCE.
Mid is going to be taken as 3, so players can get up shelf quickly in response of being involved in the retake. But for Nemiga, you expect them to take this long control.
Miltzy. Follows the M4. T-side players moving up. Spray is good against the bomb carrier. Double up, not quite secured. But Xanta is low, and this 3-on-3 can ensue for ENCE on the retake. One that they may well have to win. They slow it up.
Risky Bob has to worry about cave and ramp. He needs a crossfire.
Rigon trying some more bangs. The walk up towards ramp. Naitu. Has he seen Risky? He has now. Spray to his shoulder. Gets the kill. Smoke to the bomb. Incendiary out on long. Xanta sees the cross, but Naitu lands his kill and holds the defuse. Sawalio, 5 seconds to it. 1v3. Can secure one, but misses Naitu by a small margin. And ENCE will even the board once again. Involved towards Cave as they try and take Cheetah.
A lot quicker into the cave entrance, and Milty's not seeing any contact from Ramp. Rigon again getting caught by the top fragger of Xanta.
Oh, Milty unable to be protected by smoke. It doesn't bloom in time. SDY trying to find sprays but doesn't connect. The HE pulled out. Flashbang in. Bomb plant secured. I don't think there's a retake in on ENCE right now. Nemiga are about to usurp them, get to their first series point. All sorts of util involved to block further access on short. Long is where they're going to have to attack from. Flash over. SDY. Molotov sent towards the backside, but that man will move towards Cave instead, knowing that it's open. Xanta tagged to 9 HP, but a 5-7 to Poddy gets his first kill, the first kill of the round for ENCE. The time is very low. Got to get a smoke down, got to get another defuse. There's none of them in play. Kill on Sawalio. SDY's taking out Naitu though. Holds the defuse. Ramp is contested at Khan. And Risky Bob can get the spray through the wall. Extension from Rigon up towards mid will still look to try and contest. B-side is a target and no one's watching Cave. Milty stands alone, caught by Risky Bob as Khan's Orb lands. Rigon looks for his second man. He could get sandwiched as well. Player at elbow trying to strike from Xanta, but he goes falling and Khan is picked up by Naitu. Lear next up to challenge him. The bomb's been dropped back towards the B doors. ENCE getting flanked. Got angles of attack. Angles when Omega could punish them still, but ENCE have dominion of the round for the time being. Next move could be critical to both sides. Risky Bomb, HE, sent, Poddy, forced away. SDY takes damage. Naitu is picked up. Bomb can get gained. SDY trying to provide support. He takes down Lear. 2 HP for him though. And he gets spammed down by Risky. It's all on Poddy now. The AWP versus 2.
Risky Bob just trying to play time, and they know exactly where Poddy is.
Making noise, M4 picked up, burst fire through, and Sawalio will close it out. What an effort from ENCE, but it was not quite enough. Not on this day. 4 match points wasted away. Nemiga needed 1 to make their way through to the next round of the Thunderpick World Championship Close Qualifier.